Chief Officer for Operations for Fayette County Public Schools, and I would consider the honor of my life to serve as your next superintendent. Before I begin explaining why I feel that I'm the right person for the job, I would like to publicly acknowledge and thank all of you for giving up your time this Saturday afternoon to help secure a bright future for the children who are entrusted to nurture in the world. A special thanks to our school board members, my fellow Rural Health Services and United Way board members, Aiken County teachers, administrators, and my fellow Ops and Student Services teams. And especially, I'd like to thank my wife and daughter for supporting my journey from elementary camp counselor to chief of staff and then chief of operations, from an Air Force airman to the Army lieutenant colonel, and they have been sharing my time and attention for nearly 3 decades. And there's no way I would be standing here today without you. I come from humble beginnings. I spent most of my childhood in a small town named Duncan, South Carolina, and I'm talking pre-BMW Duncan, where there was only a little cricket and a harvest. My parents worked out of town, so either by luck or by fate, they chose to educate us in the smaller city schools. I believe that was the first of my many educational blessings. The schools in Duncan were good and caring locations, but they were preparing students for life at meals. There were many meals in the Duncan, Lyman, Welford, StarTex, but they all closed. By the time I was in the 3rd grade, my teacher, Mr. Raymond Bridges, noticed that this young, hyperactive, and very often off-task child was actually bored, and she recommended that I attend a nearby elementary school, high street school, once a week for advancement and enrichment. So once a week, I, along with 2 of the other students there, went from one of the poor schools in Spartanburg District 7 to one of the wealthiest schools in the district. And even at the age of 8, I could tell that there was a distinct difference. It wasn't the same. The learning spaces were better, larger, the teaching and support systems were more enhanced, and it was a better overall quality of education in the affluent school. I was fortunate to take advantage of that opportunity, but I knew that my friends and playmates back at Park Hills would never get those opportunities. And because of that, Mrs. Bridges, she took that time to get to know me and recognize that I had that potential. It sparked in me a fire to want to make that chance, that opportunity equal for everyone. Every child deserves that chance. Because of that chance, I am now 1/2 of the entire college graduation population in my family. I'm also the only one in the long line of military service members that ever earned a military commission. I share this story because I believe to teach is to accept a challenge to change the world of every child that walks in your door. It's hard work, but when done right, teaching can be one of the most rewarding professions there is. And conversely, when done wrong, teaching can help extinguish with JRTC and career and technical education because they are both great equalizing forces for those that did not pursue college immediately after high school. I also work closely with some of Dayton County's greatest heroes, the ones that drive our buses, the ones that clean our hallways, the ones that fix our computers and repair the air conditioning, the ones that administer the students' medication, that build schools, the ones that maintain the playground, and perhaps most important, the ones that ensure that the toilets flush. I understand that all employees have that, and they should be treated and compensated as such. Lastly, my family and I took one look at this beautiful community, and we immediately fell in love with it. We knew we were home. We love living in Dayton County, and we had no plans to leave. I have a vested interest in the outcomes of our public education system, and I truly believe that Dayton County is a good school district poised to be great. I will continue to build on the solid leadership of Kenny Moss to push the boundaries of public education. I will be ready from day one to take over, and with your support, continue to work to maximize every child's potential in a safe and nurturing learning environment. I invite you all to closely scrutinize my education, my past leadership and experiences from the dirt roads of Duncan, South Carolina to the frozen mountains of Afghanistan. And I hope that you will entrust me with leading this team and enriching the lives of every student in our district. Thank you.
So on behalf of the Dayton County Board of Education, I want to thank you, each and everyone, for coming out and expressing an interest in meeting the three finalists for the next superintendent. I know each and every one of you gave up something that you could be doing right now on a Saturday afternoon. I'll tell you, like, in this case, my son and I gave up something. But I really appreciate folks that want to be in the know, meet these finalists, express an interest in our public education system. So, once again, thank you for spending time with us this afternoon, but it's not over. All three of our finalists have made their way back to the front of the auditorium outside. We have some light refreshments, punch and cookies, and I invite everybody to stay outside the atrium and in a casual environment, take a chance if you would like to mingle and talk to each of our three finalists. So, with that, I'll close and thank you again for coming out. I appreciate it.
Sorry.